Now let's talk about news and announcements. News and announcements is one of the most frequently used tools in the platform. It gives you a centralized location, a central channel to quickly publish anything such as operational updates, reminders, policy notices, or general information to all your personnel. And it goes across your desktops, your mobile devices, your email, and optionally out to your large screen dashboards. Now, to create a new news and announcement item, simply navigate to news and announcements by going to your centralized login and going to the left-hand margin. And again, this is not in the admin panel. It's going to be just in your general panel. It's going to be down there, a couple of clicks down. You'll see that news and announcements. Once you click on the news and announcements, you should see a screen like this. Now you'll notice there are existing news and announcements records over to the right-hand side of your screen. And where you want to focus your attention is this create news panel here, kind of just to the right of the menu. And we're just going to go down each box in sequential order here. So at the top, you want to put in a very clear, concise, descriptive title in this top box here. Again, if you make it too large, it's just going to be watering things down. You want to be clear, concise, to the point, but also have something that attracts people's attention. The next box down here is the actual body of your message, the content which is going to deliver the message. So this supports rich text formatting, bullet points, and links. Copying and pasting from a document, from another source, and then pasting it in here can be a huge time saver, especially when it comes to editing, such as spell check and grammar check and all those kind of items that you want to make sure you screen before you put out an announcement. So know that copying and pasting is absolutely an option here, and it will save you a ton of time. The next thing you'll do is jump down to the categories box. And this will be, if you haven't seen the video on categories yet, I recommend you pause here and go make sure that your categories are established for your account. I'm going to assume that you have done that already. When you come in here, click on the categories drop-down list. You can pick the category or categories that you want this news and announcement item to pertain to. Again, remember, categories is how people are going to quickly search for information that they're looking for in the platform. So leave it up to you to pick the ones that are most applicable. The next box down is visibility. You can select that you just want this to be visible by specific groups or specific individuals or all users. Most of the time, news and announcements is going to be all users. But again, if they are to a specific group, say a group of specialists or people of a particular rank that have an established group, you can select that from here. The next thing is going to be your location. Where do you want this? So sometimes location is, a station, a division, a district, that type of thing. It's a free field. You can put what you want in there. Same thing goes to the applies to tab in that box. That's a free field you can put in there. A lot of times it's all personnel or command staff, those types of things. So again, just to give people an idea of, do I need to read this? Does it particularly apply to me, or is it just general information that really applies to another group, but it's good for me to know, or I can just dismiss it because it really doesn't apply to me. The next box down is the go live date. So you can pre-plan when you're going to have these things go out. So one of the beautiful things about this platform is you can sit down and create many of these and schedule them to release at future dates so that you let the system run its course and manage it for you. You just have to set it up in the front end. So when you click on the go live box, it's going to open up. It's going to give you the monthly calendar here on the left-hand side. And you'll notice over here on the right is the 24-hour clock. So you can pick the date and the specific time, actually down to the second, when you want that item to go live. So pick the one that applies to you and is most applicable. The next one is, when do you want this post, this announcement to expire? Same thing, when you click on that box, you'll get the calendar, you'll get the time clock. It's in a 24-hour military time. So select the hour, the day, and the hour you want it to expire. The next box down is, do you want people to acknowledge that they received this announcement? So if so, you just click that box and it will require all of your individual users to acknowledge the receipt of that item, and it will mark that item, as you see over here in this example to the right, that has that orange circle with the exclamation mark. That indicates that that item requires acknowledgement. So if you want them to acknowledge, click that. If not, just keep that deselected. The other thing you can do from here is you can push these to your big screen dashboards. So even if you don't have individual user accounts, all of your users aren't signing into the platform themselves, you as administrator can come in and create items that you can then push to the dashboards. So if you want to do that, you come in here and click that box. It'll ask you, do you want to publish these to your dashboards? Click yes, it'll check that box. If you don't want to, you can click no and it will go away. The other thing you can do, as you see over these examples, they have really nice pictures. Those are always a good idea to help capture people's attention. So you can come in here, you can click on add an image. It'll bring it up. You can go to your gallery. We'll go in here and grab one that looks good. That'll then load that image to be posted. When you list your posting, it'll post just like these pictures here in these previous postings. Once you've got that all set, you just come down here to the bottom left-hand corner, you hit that save button and click save, and the system will do the rest. So if you're scheduling it to go out tomorrow or next week, once you have those dates and those times in there, the system will take care of it for you. It's recommended to use bullet points and concise language in your announcement body. Members scan content on mobile devices as well as those large wall monitors, but a wall of text is easy to skip. Most people will check out when they see too much. I don't have time to read that, and they'll plan to come back to it later. But using clear, concise, bullet point type language is clean, well formatted, and is going to get more attention. And again, using an image to gain somebody's initial attention, catch their eye, is always a good idea as well. Now, any announcement that you created, you can also edit or delete. So to edit an existing announcement, just locate it in your list on this far right-hand side, and you'll see that these examples here, you have a edit button, which is the little pencil icon, or you have the trash can icon, which is the delete button. So if I wanted to edit any one of these, I can come in and click on that edit field. It'll pop it up in a pop-up window. I have access to all those previous fields that I filled out before. I can change the categories. I can change any of these fields, including the dates and times of go live. Maybe you want to come in and you want to extend an expiration date. You want to leave that up for another week. Simply come in here, click that expiration date, move it out to the date you want, save and close, and you're good to go. Maybe the image isn't as captivating as you want. You can come in, you can remove the image that's on there. You can add a new image. You can do anything you want in this field as far as editing. Once you're done, you come down and you click on that save and close button, and your edits are saved. Now, if you want to delete an item, if maybe it's expired, it's run its course, you no longer need it, you don't want to save it for future use as a template, you just kind of clean out some records. Simply come in here, click on that trash can icon. It's going to ask you if you truly want to delete this entry. If so, click that red continue button. If not, hit cancel, and it'll take you back and it'll stop the deleting process. One important notice, though, is if you have announcements with required acknowledgement attached to it, deleting the announcement does not remove the audit history of who has acknowledged it. So maybe you're deleting it and not everybody has acknowledged, or maybe everybody has acknowledged. Just know that as you're cleaning up your folder and you're keeping things clean, you're not deleting any of that history of the acknowledgement. That's captured separately, and you'll still have that compliance trail that stays intact. And just remember that reviewing your list of expired publications on at least a quarterly basis is a really good idea. This will help you keep everything nice and clear and concise, and you can save some items as templates, but get rid of those other announcements that no longer have any value to you or your organization. This keeps things clean and organized. And that's how to manage your news and announcements.